Hey, this is Matthew.
And this is Andrea.
Welcome to Nerd News today. And it's time for another Marvel Legends unboxing.
Woohoo! I'm excited about this one.
You should be, because this is a character you know way more about than I do, really.
Oh, how much do I know about nowadays, but I know when she first appeared.
So I know more about her and what she's been doing lately.
Oh, that's good. That makes life a lot easier.
Today, we're looking at Blink.
Woohoo! AKA Clarice Ferguson.
So Blink here is part of the Build-A-Figure Caliban line, which we looked at one figure of previously already.
Jubilee.
Yeah, we really like that Jubilee a
Jubilee
lot.
is so cool.
And when I saw the Blink, I couldn't pass up on it.
Oh no, I'm really glad about that because one of us was going to own that Blink.
I'm going to show you guys all the parts of the packaging, while Andrea, can you explain to us a little bit of the history that you know about Blink?
Clarice Ferguson originally appeared during the Phalanx Covenant. She was one of the group of mutants that was captured, and she, spoiler alert, she ended up giving up her life to help save, it was Jubilee, I think Monet, and I want to say Everett, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. But basically she ends up giving her life up because what her power is teleportation. So she like blinks. She does this cool thing where she like slices time almost. Because of the popularity of the character, they brought her back for Age of Apocalypse, which is what this figure is based off of. Sabretooth was her mentor, and it was almost like the Wolverine Jubilee relationship, but it was Age of Apocalypse and with Sabretooth. So it was really cool, and she was a total badass. So because of her popularity in Age of Apocalypse, they actually brought her back again for the Exiles, and she was a leader there. And this has kind of been the look that they've gone for since they've gone with the Age of Apocalypse version. But she's just always been a really fun, strong, interesting character, and I love that she keeps coming back in different versions.
Yeah, so you knew her from that version.
Yeah.
So the Exiles had a pretty big run also during that time period. So they actually just brought Exiles back for a year-long run, basically from, I can't remember the exact date, but it was basically last year up until earlier this year.
Okay, good.
And so they had a 12-issue run, I think it was, and we actually covered it on this site for our You Should Be Reading Comics features. And so her look has changed a little bit now. She has a little bit of a different look.
I did notice a few articles about that.
She's very different looking. A lot of stuff has changed about her, but that's basically was really my first exposure, because I didn't really read X-Men or Age of Apocalypse or that stuff. But I really enjoyed that Exiles comic and got me interested in looking up more about her and the other Exiles runs. Maybe we'll talk about those on another day.
Yeah.
But I just thought the figure was really cool, and I like this character, so I thought, hey, let's go ahead and get her. So we'll get a little bit more into the character, I think, once we open her up. So let's do that now. And Andrea, since you knew her first, you get to have the pleasure.
Sweet. So we don't normally talk about the actual plastic packaging, unless it's to just say whether it's hard to get in or out or what the ties are. But this is actually really cool and needs to be mentioned. So you see her legs are in the teleportation ring. If you turn it around, you can see that the packaging is, it sticks out, you know, for her feet.
She's basically walking through it.
Yeah, she's jumping through it.
She's really cool.
Yeah, this is kind of neat. So yeah, so I'm gonna take her out. Let's take our mighty Caliban.
Toesies out.
Yeah, if you want to hold that up while I get Blink.
So here's a look at Caliban's leg. He has this really cool pearlescent white shade on the leg. Now, we liked the part that we got from Caliban. I think we got the torso at Jubilee.
Yes.
So we've got now a pretty sizable amount of the pieces. Maybe we'll get the rest. We'll see. We'll see. But it's a really nice leg. And if you need to get left leg Caliban, this is your place to get it. And it's got, by the way, the same articulation as all the other figures do, with double jointed knee and the calf and all the same stuff you get with the other normal size figures you get here.
Okay, so she is out of the package and on the stand, thankfully.
Her hands are posed kind of funny, but that's just how she came out of the box.
Yeah, her two thingies.
Are they psionic thingies?
I think they're psionic-ish. I mean, when it's this color, it's almost always something psionic.
Yeah.
This came out. This was the hardest thing, and that's because of the piece of tape, you know. And it's super soft and flexible, which
that's surprising.
Yeah. She also comes with the cool teleportation ring, which I really like. It's like a crown of fire.
Yeah, this part is made of similarly soft plastic, which I was not expecting it. To be honest. I guess it's just because it's cheaper to get in this color and this type of plastic than it is to paint it.
I will say that the only, it's not so much a complaint; it's just more of a wish. But I would have loved it if they had maybe done this in translucent.
Yeah, I mean, I think it still actually does transmit light through it, though. I feel like it will.
Oh, it does. It does a little bit. You could absolutely see that it does.
Like if this base was on and lit up from the bottom, it would actually glow a little.
Yeah, but I wish it was really translucent, like noticeably translucent.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the face? I mean, I think overall paint job wise, it's a pretty good paint job. There's some schmutz, but I think the face looks good.
I like the face. It's like I'm trying to figure out the best way to word this because I don't want it to come off as though I'm being overly critical, I'll be honest, because I think it's overall a good figure. But I do wish that her hair was, you know, a little brighter in color. if you see her in the comics, it's there's like a little bit more pink.
More magenta, pinkish,
Yeah, there's something a little bit brighter. If anything, this hair color reminds me more of the Phalanx Covenant because it was a darker kind of. It was closer to this, and to be honest, I feel like I wish her hair was longer too because Age of Apocalypse Blink had longer hair. I mean, I think she looks great. The paint job's a little weird when you get to the lower body. I'm not sure how much we should show because.
Are you talking about her panties?
Well, no, she's like wearing a bodysuit, so
Yeah,
it's not really panties.
When I saw this, I was like thinking about like No Panties Angela back in the Farland Toys days. Like she almost joined the ranks of the No Pants party of action figures. But yeah, for those wondering, she is basically wearing like a one-piece swimsuit.
Which is fine. We've seen
you
that.
can see there, she's got that.
That's nice and normal for superheroes, you know. But especially in the '90s. But it's just the way the paint job is. We were talking about it. It looks like she waxes. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
It looks like she waxes. And that's not really something I want to think about when I'm dealing with action figures.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I mean, like, the way that it doesn't quite cover her butt. You know, it's like just the sides. It's not so much a complaint, it's just more of a why. You know, it's wondering what the choice was there. Is it just because they wanted to make sure this part was covering?
I think it's because of this fabric piece here, how they want it to be looking dynamic also. Because it's not just like a flat thing going down, it actually is like flowing, which is interesting.
I know, but at the same time, when you look at the comics, it never looked quite like this.
Yeah, no,
it actually looked like it was a bodysuit, so it covered. So if this flapped to the sides, she'd still be covered. So there's no reason why you need to make it look as though she's waxing, because otherwise it looks really good. I mean, she is kind of standing a little weirdly.
She has the same feet, I think, that Jubilee has, or very similar boots. Maybe not the exact same boots, but similar, kind of small feet, basically. And something I've known, not that I've got a lot of Marvel Legends figures, but what I've known from people who have them, a lot of the female characters, especially ones with smaller feet, have trouble standing. Because they have thinner joints. Mm-hmm. And this is the same case here, that she's having some trouble standing up.
Yeah,
we got her really triangulated here.
Oh yeah, we got very lucky. It took a few tries, but at least she's standing, and she looks good. You know, what do you think of her?
I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, I mostly actually want to try her now with the accessories, but before we do that, I'll show you guys her articulation. So she has the ball jointed head, so she can go left and right. It's basically the typical Marvel Legends articulation, shoulder joints, and for those wondering, yes, she is stiff out the box.
Really? Because I thought she was.
No, she's actually pretty floppy. Her shoulders and her arm here, you can see her arm is. Okay, that's what's up with her. Her arm is the wrong spot. Her arms are a little stiff, but yeah, her legs do seem floppy. There's a floppiness to them, and you can see she's pretty flexible because there's not much material in the way. So,
which is always great.
We got a lot of range of mobility with her because there's nothing really inhibiting any of that. They have the double jointed knees that Marvel Legends has, so she can kick really nicely. Which
is good because she was kind of awesome.
And the feet have nice articulation too, but again, just getting her to stand has been a bit of a struggle.
Yeah. So one thing I will say about her face is when I think of Blink, I think of her as a young woman, you know, like in her early 20s or something like that. This makes me feel like she looks a little older. Feels a little bit more mature in this.
It does feel like a more mature version of Blink.
I don't know if that's good or bad. It's just kind of the impression I get with the way the sculpt is. Again, she looks great. It's just
she looks really cool with the base on her too.
Yeah, she looks really cool. I do like this. This is the Blink I like.
I mean, I like the character a lot in the comics, and I like this figure a lot. It's a good representation of her. I don't think we're gonna really get another Blink ever again, which is kind of why I bought this. Yeah. Despite her being, you know, having a new look in the comics now, I don't see them making that anytime soon. I don't think she's popular enough for that right now.
Yeah, she's just such an odd character because. Yeah. I mean, she only was in the Phalanx Covenant. Her storyline was only, like, I think 2 or 4 issues. She's untapped potential, and I think it would have been interesting to... They bring everybody else back from the dead. I would love for them to somehow find a way to bring her back from the dead this time around. But that's just me.
Here, why don't you put one of her accessories in her hand? You could...
Yeah.
The accessories go in really easily, which is nice. So that's our look at Blink from Marvel Legends, the Build a Caliban series. And we like her a lot.
That's a good way to put it.
Yes, a few odds and ends. Her knees and her legs are not the best. It's something we've noted with a lot of other female Marvel Legends figures. But as a display piece, it's pretty nice, and we're just happy to get this character, I think, in figure form.
Yeah.
So I'm Matthew.
I'm Andrea.
And thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time with more videos here on Nerd News Today.